Two financial giants go head to head. One big question, which one handles your money better? On one side, there's Quicken, the classic powerhouse trusted for decades. On the other, Empower, the modern all-in-one finance app with a fresh take. We're testing them across the things that actually matter: budgeting, investment tracking, features, pricing, and usability. Let's put aside the hype and focus on the facts. Each category will earn points, and by the end, you'll know exactly which tool comes out ahead. And trust me, the winner might surprise you. Let's get started. First up, just so we're on the same page, here's what we'll be comparing: price, feature set, investments, ease of use, security and support, and finally, integrations. Yep, we're going deep, so stick around. Let's kick things off with the price, because, well, who doesn't care about what they're paying, right? Quick and classic move. They give you lots of plan choices, and honestly, discounts aren't rare, but you're still shelling out somewhere between $48 and $78 a year. Not horrible, but not free. Empower, on the other hand, most of the core stuff is free. Like, actually free. You only pay if you want their wealth management, but there's a catch. You need at least $100,000, which is, definitely not everyone. Still, for most of us, Empower totally takes the win on price. Now, let's talk features, because there's a lot hiding under the hood here. Quicken is super stacked for budgeting. I mean, you want bill pay, investment tracking, even reconciling your bank accounts like you're an accountant from the 90s. They do it. But yeah, the interface feels like it belongs in the 90s sometimes too. Empower skips a lot of that manual budgeting stuff, but their investment dashboard, that thing is legit. They're more about net worth and helping you plan for retirement. So if your inner spreadsheet nerd wants to budget every latte, Quicken is the way. This round, Quicken edges out Empower. Alright, let's dig into investments. If you're someone who really wants a bird's eye view of all your stocks, 401k, Roth IRA, you name it, Empower shines. They pull in all your accounts, give you this awesome fee analyzer, plus there's even access to real-life advisors if you've got the cash. Quicken definitely tracks your investments, performance and all that, but they don't manage your portfolio or help you optimize like Empower does. So for serious investors out there, Empower easily comes out on top. Oh, and here's something cool you maybe didn't know. Quicken has actually been around since 1983. Yep, basically forever in software years. That's some serious old school cred. Ease of use time. Quicken. Look, if you've been using it forever, it's familiar, and that's cool. But let's be real, beginners might be like, wait, what do all these tabs do? Plus, you really need that desktop app to get everything working, which, come on, it's 2024. Empower though, it's all online and mobile, setup is so quick, the dashboard actually makes sense. Only snag, some of the advanced stuff is behind their paid advisory service. But overall, Empower just nails the whole smooth, modern vibe. Next up, security and support. Both of these guys take your data seriously, with solid encryption and the usual protections. Quicken still has live phone support, which can be a lifesaver if things explode. Empower is more the email and knowledge base type, unless you pay for their fancy service. Both have their hiccups, like Quicken sometimes just doesn't sync right, but it's honestly a tie on this one. Not much to trip up over here. Now for integrations. How these apps actually play with the rest of your money life. Quicken covers tons of banks and lets you export stuff, but if you want it to connect to cool third-party tools automatically, not much luck. Empower is definitely winning here. You get API access. Their account aggregation is way more up to date, and it connects with almost every provider you'd want. Only bummer, they don't offer bill pay or multi-user, but that's not a deal breaker for most. Empower totally rules this section. Alright, before we wrap up, here's a quick side-by-side of how both stack up across all the categories. You can really see where Empower pulls ahead, especially on price, ease of use, and investments. Quicken's classic strengths are in the nitty-gritty budgeting stuff, and both are solid on security. So, final thoughts? Quicken is awesome if you really love sorting every cent, and you don't mind a bit of an old school vibe. But honestly, Empower is just way more modern. It's free for most people, and especially for anyone who wants to manage investments or just keep tabs on their financial world without all the extra fuss. Empower is the clear winner for most folks. If you found this little showdown helpful, hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my fintech deep dives in the future. Trust me, you'll want to stay in the